What's up, guys? I wanted to make a quick video on AMD stock. So as you guys know from my previous video, the stock had earnings and apparently the earnings were good, right, guys? The stock is up today. It is it was only up 2% in regular trading hours, right? It was up $2.53, but in the after hours, where all of the action is happening, guys, right? Where the earnings call is going on, the stock has now rallied about 12%. Sorry, $12, and has rallied about 10% since the time of this video. So everything is still looking pretty good for AMD as far as the chart goes. Like I told you guys before, it was in this downtrend, right? And the stock broke above our downtrend line, and we had a candle close above the downtrend line, which is exactly what I was looking for, right, guys? So I told you guys to watch out for that. And so if you guys bought some calls or some shares right around that, yesterday when it broke above our downtrend line, then like you or like me, you're probably up. And so tomorrow will kind of be pivotal for this stock, guys. We need to see this stock tomorrow either continue this upward momentum or come back down and test our trend line and then possibly bounce from there. If it was to come back down and bounce from our trend line back to the upside, right? So tomorrow's very telling, but so far the stock is still, it's moving upwards a lot. I mean, it's at $128 right now, so I'm up pretty well on this one. The only thing that I could see is maybe like a bit of a sell-off tomorrow because of, obviously profit takers, right? The day traders and whatnot. So there could be a sell-off, and then that could just kind of lead the stock to maybe come and test support somewhere down over here. Given how high it's moved so far today, this is definitely one you're going to want to watch in the pre-market, right? Because right now it's at like 128, so the stock has moved up here. So if it was to come down, the first levels that I would watch would be around the $115 mark, right, guys? So that's where I would kind of be watching it. If the stock was to go down past the $115 level, then yeah, I would expect it to come back down around the $100 level. $100 psychological support level, and then test that and look for it to bounce from there. If it doesn't bounce from there and it breaks support, then we could be in for a move to the downside. But given how the earnings call went well, I don't really see that happening, guys. And then there was an article that came out today about AMD. And so I want to just go over it with you guys real quick. So AMD Advanced Micro Devices CEO Su says demand is very strong in 2022, highlights server strength. So if you guys know my on this channel, right, I like to follow a lot of what's going on with the electric vehicles as well. So they're also needing these chips a whole heck of a lot, right? So the chips are in high demand. All of these processors are in high demands, right? And so AMD is benefiting from all of this, right? And so as you can see, the demand is very strong. Yeah, all the stuff that they're making is in very high demand, right? So it goes on to say, Advanced Micro Devices Chief Executive Dr. Lisa Su said the company should experience very strong demand for its products in 2022, led by strength in its server products after the company posted fourth quarter results that beat expectations. So, I mean, they're beating expectations. I mean, this was just another, in my opinion, this was a great dip buying opportunity, right? And so if you didn't buy the dip around that $100 level, I don't know what you were doing, right? But you should have been looking at this one very strongly. And so it says, we've been working on the supply chain for the last 4 to 5 quarters, knowing the growth we have from a product standpoint, Sue said. on the call. We've made significant investments in wafer capacity and substrate capacity and back end capacity. We feel very good about our ability to meet the guidance. So, the supply chain issues are, they've been prevalent throughout the whole industry, right? And like I said earlier, even the automotive industry is feeling it. That's why you've seen these cars go up. Even these used clunkers have gone up in value a ton, right? Just because of the COVID restricting, importing, and then also these the supply chain restrictions that have been going on. But let's continue here. For the fourth quarter, AMD said it generated $4.8 billion in revenue, earning 80 cents per share. That's great. A consensus of Wall Street analysts expected the company to generate $4.5 billion in revenue and earn 76 cents per share. So they are beating expectations right there, right? Gross margin, the closely watched measure for semiconductor companies, was 50% in the quarter, up 5% year over year, 2% sequentially, driven by a richer product mix the company added. So the company is making other products and they are driving their margins up, right? This is incredible, right? These are great margins. So for the first quarter, AMD said it expects revenue to be between $4.9 billion and $5.1 billion, up roughly 45% year over year and 4% sequentially, with non-GAAP gross margins of 50.5% for all of 2022. AMD expects sales to be $21.5 billion, a jump of 31% over 2021, with non-GAAP gross margins of approximately 51%. Wall Street analysts had expected the company to generate $19.26 billion in sales in 2022. At last check, AMD shares were up nearly 12% to 130 on the back of the results. So right now it actually went down a little bit. Last time I checked, it was at around 128. But this is just great news, guys. So like I was telling you guys, the only way that I could see the stock back testing down to support and then bouncing off of there is just because of people taking profits tomorrow, right? But given the strong news, I mean, people might not even take profit, right? They might just, there's always going to be profit takers, but the stock might not get hit, might not even get hit that hard. And so definitely keep your eye on AMD. If you bought calls or you bought shares, then you at around that $100 psychological level, then you probably did really good, and I'm sure you're smiling ear to ear. But that's all I got for you guys for now. Stay tuned for more AMD news and other stocks. And like always, I want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing to my channel. And I want to apologize to you guys. I am still recovering from COVID. My voice is very, just harsh, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm just trying to do the best I can. All right, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.